See, watch real carefully. You can see it go through right there. And again, that is not as organized as it was. That lead circulation is on Highway 25 around Vandiver or Sterrett. And again, down below, we've got the second circulation that's passing north of Columbiana, moving toward Wilsonville. So those are the two Shelby County circulations, one up here northeast of Chelsea and one that's very close to Wilsonville. And there's your polygon warning for both of these. And understand this does include parts of Talladega County. You have to remember that Shelby County joins Talladega County just below Lake Logan Martin, but the polygon stops before the super speedway. We are very cognizant of the fact that we have probably 20 to 25,000 folks in the camping area around the Talladega super speedway, and we will be watching that with great interest over the next several hours. And again, the super speedway, of course, is located right here, and Jason is pointing out that lead circulation. That's the one that came out of Chelsea that's moving northeast. It's not really wrapped up like that one behind it, but still you can clearly see that there's evidence of rotation right in through here. So again, that's on Highway 25, right around the community of Sterrett in Shelby County, in eastern Shelby County, and that's moving to the northeast. And we'll see if that hangs in there. That'll be crossing Highway 231. Now, this thing is hanging in there like a rusty fish hook. That is a very dangerous-looking storm. The greatest threat is to Wilsonville. The tornado impact is a 9.1. Again, we're getting back into those extreme numbers. Earlier today, we had the numbers almost maxed. In fact, we did have the numbers maxed out at 10. This is a tornado impact of 9.1. So again, Wilsonville, you should be in a safe place right now, and just stay in that safe place. And to our Centerville, multiple storms, our best. Might be any
is the town I was trying to think of, the community of Isabella High School. You're going to be very close there to a severe thunderstorm that may have a possible tornado with it. And there's a second one north of there that's near US 82 right now. Both of those are southeast of Centerville and west of downtown Clanton. The way they're moving, the one that's west of Maplesville has a shot at maybe clipping the northwest side of Clanton. The one that's a little farther to the north there that's on US 82 already, more of a Jemison or Thorsby kind of storm. But the main storm, the one that has the tornado warning on it, is still northwest of Centerville. That one is likely to come over the northwest side of the city of Centerville, Highway 82, up toward Brent, and then 219, Highway 5, the same places that had some tree damage earlier. We've got the possibility of it again. And John Brown is down in that area with his live stream. We'll check that out in just a minute and see what he has. But the heaviest rain looks like it's a little bit north of Centerville and Brent, maybe just a touch north of the point where 82 crosses over the Cahaba River, and then along Alabama 25. You're going to need to be aware of that too. Just had the TVS pop up for that one. We'll check the tornado parameters on it. You got a tornado impact of 6.2. The significant tornado impact is a 1.6. And one thing that we have really noticed in the last, say, two and a half hours is that as the storms have passed over, looks like roughly Highway 69 in West Alabama, once they crossed over 69, they seem to have a little bit less fuel to work with. Doesn't mean they can't produce a tornado, but it may not be quite the same magnitude as what happened to the west. But it doesn't matter if it's the big wedge tornado like happened in Sumter County, or if it's a smaller 100-yard wide or 50-yard wide tornado. If it hits your car, if it hits your house, it's going to do damage. If you're near a window, that's the worst place you could be. So please don't try to watch these things out of a window. Odds are, with the storms that are now moving through the central part of the state, you wouldn't be able to see it anyway. And James, we now have a TVS signature west of Maplesville. Still no formal tornado warning for it, but it wouldn't be surprising at all to see one pretty soon. And this hook that's west of Childersburg, it's almost on top of Wilsonville, that is impressive.
That's coming over the steam plant.
Yeah.
That's right by the Gaston steam plant. So listen, if you guys are, and by the way, the Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for Bibb for that lead storm that was near EO line in Centerville. That warning has been canceled. So the focus is going to be on these other ones. And again, this is a nasty looking hook echo that has come out of Wilsonville. It's near the Gaston Steam Plant, moving over here toward Childersburg. So let's put that reflectivity back on there. Sometimes it shows actually, sometimes the velocity is best, sometimes the reflectivity is best. And look at this thing. Are you kidding me?
Let me try to hit it with the live.
Yeah, that, again, our radar might be down. Okay,
we can still see that.
Yeah,
wow.
We are attenuated by a lot of rain coming from our radar, and there's the hook right there. That is very close to the Gaston Steam Plant. So again, everybody at the Alabama Power Company generating facility needs to be in your tornado safe place. I've been down there many times doing tornado programs. They're very good at safety, and I'm sure they are right now. But here's the problem. That thing's going to cross the Coosa River and wind up over here in Childersburg. So I'm just telling you right now that if you are in Childersburg, you want to be in a safe place right now. This is a very dangerous looking storm that will be crossing the river in a matter of minutes, moving over into Talladega County at Childersburg. This will not affect the super speedway way south of there, but again, Wilsonville over here to Childersburg. Be in a safe place right now. Let's go down to Maplesville. This is a very dangerous storm, and again, on a day like today, there are so many out there. We have to really keep our eye on the ball.
Look at that. We're looking through two separate thunderstorms and can still see the structure on that thing.
Yeah. All right, now let's go to the Weather Service radar, which is closer, and watch the difference. You can really see this. Okay.
A little delayed, but
there's a tornado vortex signature right there. All right, and that's about to cross US 82. So again, there's no formal tornado warning here, but let me just tell you that if you're in Maplesville, go to a safe place. We don't issue tornado warnings, but in this case, we think that this storm is sufficiently dangerous for you to go to a safe place. So Maplesville, and that's Highway 139 going up toward Jemison. This is Alabama 22 going over to Clanton. We want you to be in a good, safe place until the storm passes. This is US Highway 82, and again, that's the Autauga County line right here. So we advise nobody to be traveling along US 82 from the Bibb County line to the Autauga County line.
Got a Twitter report of a funnel cloud in Wilsonville.
Okay, I believe that. I mean, understand that storm is excessively dangerous as well. So again, this is a thunderstorm that could produce a tornado in both of these places, the one near Wilsonville and the one near Maplesville.
That's a very tight
clearly
couplet.
The two most dangerous storms on the board. And again, this is very close to the Gaston Steam Plant. It's over here now, and you can see it's moving along at a pretty good clip.
It's crossing the Talladega County line right now, headed right for downtown Childersburg.
Look out.
Some flat territory there too. So if there's anything down, we'll know about it pretty quickly because it'll cross a point where folks are able to see it from US Highway 280. And we'd recommend, if you're in Harpersville, I know we're on the radio right now, so if you're in Harpersville driving eastbound toward Sylacauga, stop. Don't go any farther. Wait till this thing is able to pass over 280. It's going to do it within about 10 minutes. It'll pass over 280 and then head very close to the Highway 76 area. So if you're east of Childersburg on 76, up toward the Kaimulga area, DeSoto Caverns, you need to be in a safe place too. Harpersville, it's going to be a little south of you, but there's probably some decent-sized hail falling pretty close to Harpersville, if not a little bit east of there now. That's the reflectivity. And that big purple blob that's just east of Harpersville along Highway 280 is where the worst of the rain will be. The precipitation's being wrapped back around that mesocyclone, and it's raining again in Wilsonville. There's the new trip on the meso, and we'll check out the parameters on it. We have tornado impact of 0.1, significant tornado of 0.8, but with a funnel cloud sighted, I would think that there's at least a chance of a small tornado that may not last very long, but doesn't matter. Like I said a minute ago, doesn't matter if it lasts long or not. If it hits you, then it's going to be a significant little storm as it comes into Childersburg. So it could knock down a lot of trees and power lines. We recommend that you stay indoors. Don't try to take pictures of this as it comes towards you. Even though you may be in a good spot to look at it, we don't want you outside looking. We'd rather have you in a safe spot and let you come out after the storm is over, see if there was any damage. And if there's anything, then report it to us. You can report it by Facebook, Twitter. We're getting them all in. We're also getting a lot of questions by Twitter and Facebook. We just simply can't answer them all because we're on the fly here. We'll answer as much as we possibly can here on television with regard to each individual storm. But the rotation is passing a little east of downtown Wilsonville, moving into Childersburg. I'm going to use the live radar to try to see if this is in Childersburg yet, and it doesn't look like it is, but we're seeing a significant little hook echo there at the intersection of 25 and Highway 76 in Shelby County, moving into to Talladega County.
Yeah, that's 76 right there. This is the river. This is the Coosa River right here. Highway 76 is this little road right here, and that's the Highway 280 bridge going across the Coosa, and there's downtown Childersburg. And a minute ago, we saw the velocity couplet. That thing was tighter than the lug nuts on Dave Baird's pickup truck. It is extremely tight. This is an extremely dangerous storm, and again, we encourage everybody that is close to this to be in a good, safe place. Mainly Childersburg, anywhere close to Childersburg. The paper mill out here at Coosa Pines, you need to go to your action plan right now. Your tornado plan is that extremely wrapped up storm is about to come into Childersburg. So, and again, the super speedway is up here. Let me say this for those of you that are at the super speedway, we are simulcasting on our radio partners in Birmingham. It's WZZK 104.7. In Anniston and Talladega, it is WTDR Thunder 92.7. So if you'd like to listen to us by radio, if you lose television in Anniston and around the super speedway, it's 92.7. In Birmingham is 104.7 and 97.3 the Buck.
I just got a message from the Pell City Police Department. The Red Cross is advising people to buckle up in their vehicles and secure loose items, and he's telling folks to listen to WZZK 104.7, and of course you can also pick up Thunder 92.7 in that part of Talladega County. I think the actual tornadic part of that storm is going to be south of the Speedway, but there may be some really rough winds that come through there out of St. Clair County and across the north end of Talladega County. And we'll look at the velocity product one more time here. The couplet that was with the lead storm seems to be a little weaker. It's up here actually just a little to the southeast of Leeds. It's that spot right there on the Shelby-St. Clair County line. That may pass just a touch north into Pell City or out toward Wolf Creek or Eden. It does not look like it has the same kind of potential that the one to the south does, that's down here around Harpersville, that's headed in or down toward Wilsonville, that's moving into Childersburg. But around the super speedway, if you are outdoors and you have nowhere else to go, I don't think a tornado threat is imminent there, but you definitely want to be indoors if you can, or in a car. And if worse comes to worse, and we do see a circulation that's headed that way, we may have to abandon the cars for the ditch, but we want to make that a last resort, because if there's not a tornado coming, we don't want to go through that kind of process. James, I want to go to the other side of the state and look at Fayette. In fact, I want to look at this Fayette Skycam. We just had the shelf cloud passing over the city of Fayette. We have a wind about 8 miles per hour, and it's always showing north. We have a little bit of a compass issue with that camera, but the tornadic thunderstorm now has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. It no longer has a tornado warning, so there may be some pretty rough winds that come through Fayette. Also, the potential there for some hail, but it has been downgraded from a tornado warning to a severe thunderstorm warning, and here it is on radar. It still shows a little sign of rotation. In fact, a tornado vortex signature is showing up over Lamar County between Belk and Millport, and it certainly looks like there's potential there for some rotation, but since we haven't had any reports of damage out of this storm, I think the Weather Service has gone ahead and elected to go just with the severe thunderstorm warning. But remember, severe thunderstorms in a tornado watch can produce tornadoes with little or no warning. Anytime you have a storm like this in an environment like today, it may produce one of those small spin-up tornadoes. We had several of those situations where we had straight-line wind or tornado damage back on Monday. It's tough to tell sometimes when you have a big batch of storms like the one that's elongated through Fayette County and Lamar County, if individual spots are tornado damage or straight-line wind damage. Either way, if it gets up to 70, 80, 90 miles per hour, you're talking about losing shingles, knocking down trees and power lines. Power may be out in some sections of Fayette pretty soon if that storm does pack the punch that it looks like it does on radar. And around the rest of North Alabama, we'll do the reset and look at everything that's happening here. We still have some heavy rain falling in spots in St. Clair County and Talladega County. Chilton County, we still don't have a tornado warning on that storm, but there is one for the storm that's down in Perry County that's moving out of Marengo. I want to look in on the Chilton County issue here, and it still looks like there's a pretty decent hook there. It appears, though, that maybe the Weather Service in investigating this doesn't see enough rotation to go ahead and trigger the tornado warning. We've recommended that you go ahead and go to a safe place in Maplesville. We don't have any damage reports, though, and that's a good thing. So if you're in your safe place, just stay there another few minutes. And in Jemison and Thorsby and on the west side of Clanton toward Isabella, out Highway 22 and then up Highway 31 north of Clanton, you need to be aware that there's a rotating thunderstorm, may or may not be producing a tornado near Maplesville. No confirmation on any damage, but it's something that we're certainly watching closely.
All right, again, let's kind of go back to the big picture. Let's put on the reflectivity here at this point and notice all of those yellow boxes. Those are